Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Erlengrat. Today, we're going to be finishing off what we started last time, which is picking up the brass we cut in order to make some silage. So at the moment, I'm just backing up the lint net to this and connecting it up. I have got the side panel working. I had an issue with connecting it up to my PS4. I'm still getting a couple of issues, but in general, I've got it working again. So hopefully we're going to be good. Now what I'm trying to do today is try and work out how, because my buttons differ a lot between this and the between the PS4 and the PC, of course. I've got my own custom set of buttons, so it's going to be a case of switching between the two. But in general, I think this should work fairly well. We've got a nice manoeuvrable tractor here in the Lintner, and we're just going to go round, collect all this up, get this into our silage clamp, and yeah, go from there. Just trying at the moment. Now I've got the camera controls on the side panel as well, which is really, really useful and really helpful for me to be able to go round and keep my camera running fairly nicely. Looks like we're going to fill up fairly quickly with this as well, which is good. I like that we're going to be able to do that. And look at that. That is running very smoothly, this little tractor, picking up at 12 miles an hour. And yeah, filling up our Pottinger forage wagon pretty quickly. I do like the fill levels on this and the way that these wagons fill up in this DLC. It works really, really well. Can see a difference in the lighting with between PlayStation and PC at the moment. It's very much harsher lighting. I'm noticing at the moment. I don't know if there's something in the settings I need to change, but this map definitely looks different to other times I've played it. Now, I need to unload this. Now, this is going to be the interesting part. Do we have a button that unloads in here? Right, there we go. Unload here. Right. I'm going to try avoid creating piles. But I think we've got that, yeah, fairly well. Like that. So I should eventually find the help menu. What it doesn't give is me information on the side panel, which is a little bit annoying. But I can at least bring that up now. Let's see if we can get around here. So I'm still finding my feet a little bit, as you can tell on the PS4. It has been, well, as I said last time, it's been a very long while since I've done this. But that seems to be working fairly well. We seem to have got things running quite nicely. Let's start it up, drop it down. There we go. And away we go. Picking up the next lot. So yeah, let's get these connected up, and we'll go on from there. On our fourth and most likely our final load in the forage wagon, and it's gone quite well. This little track has been able to handle all of the hills better than the riggy track was. It's yeah, it seems very weird in here compared to outside. That is a very much harsher light than we had outside the tractor, and we can't see that. Let's burst this up, lift our pickup. There we go. Bring it round and drop it back down again. So yeah, I don't think there's much more than one more of these trailer pulls here. We're sort of on the bottom half of the field here, trying to get these up. But you can see how much more washed out that is than it is out here. So I don't quite know the reasoning for that, why it's so much lighter inside the tractor than it appears to be out. But there doesn't seem to be a massive happy medium between the two. We should have, by the looks of it, probably about, I think we're getting about nearly 15,000 litres a load off here. So I'm expecting somewhere in the region of 60,000 litres of grass, maybe closer to 50,000 litres of grass off here. And if that's the case, then that is going to give us plenty to feed our cows with going forwards. And we should be able to then get a mixing wagon and mix them up. There's a good base game coon mixing wagon that should work with this equipment and this tractor, or even our brewer tractor. That should be good. And there we go. And then the one thing we're missing is the ability to generate our own wheat. Sorry, our own straw, for which we're going to need some wheat. So what I'm going to do is we'll lift this up, turn this off, and we'll go and put this in. So another 10,000 litres here. So yeah, I think we're closer to 55,000 with this. Empty it out. Get it going across this middle sort of hump here. And then we can have a look at how far we are with this. 16% compacted. So I think we'll get our weight and put it on the back. In fact, I'm very tempted to go and get a larger weight for this next bit. And maybe some silage rollers or something like that if we have anything in the shop. Let's have a quick look there, shall we? Ooh. There we go. So into here, let's see what we've got in the way of silage equipment. Round and down here. Is it under? I think it might either be under MISC. Oh, no, under MISC. Have we got anything in there? No, we've got no silage rollers in there. So I'm guessing then maybe under animals. If we can see that. No. Levelers. There we go. So we've got the stego there. That is that would be pretty good, as would the MS. Yeah, so I think the Halaris Stego 485, we might go and grab that and do this with this, and then we can get this fermenting. And once this is fermenting, what we can do is go and sort ourselves in the upper half of our field. We've got space there, but I think we might be able to get a field of wheat in. So we're trying to use the area of land we've got to start off with. Try not to spend money buying new land when we don't need to. So I'm going to go down to let's get the weight on the front of this tractor first. So we've got the little weight that we've that we could actually do with upsizing, because when we've got the other bits on the front, it tends to be a little bit funky. There we go. And that's got that. So weight on the front of our tractor. Zoom in a bit now. We want to head down to the shop. And we've got our beacons on. So yeah, we'll head down to the shop. And I'm going to see if we can get a silage roller to help us. Here we go. Shop is on our left over there. Just pull in and pick up a silage roller quickly. I'm very tempted just to rent it for this period. We won't make as much money as we're using base game, and we're not in seasons. We will lose money if we buy it. So I think what we should do is go and rent it. So into levelers. Across to that, this. Let's lease this. So this will cost us 382 to lease. Yes, I want to lease it. Okay, back we go. And there we go. We can pick it up, and hopefully this little tractor will be able to handle this. We have used, or I have used this piece of equipment on little machinery like this before. Hopefully, this tractor really is very, very maneuverable. The weight on the front, I'm hoping that we're going to be good on the back. So, yeah, let's get this back to our farm. Back to the farm, and now we want to get this unfolded and see if we can compact this very quickly. I want to leave this quite long as a stretch. Do we have a... I'm not sure we have. No, we don't have anywhere a workshop at our farm, I don't think. So I can't add some extra wide tyres onto this. But hopefully this will be enough to do this. And you can see we're already adding extra compaction. Just by running over with this thing. And the width of this is pretty good for this. Yeah, look at how fast this is compacting this. Not using that much. Let's say we've got 57,000 litres in here, so we do have nearly 60,000 litres in here. It's going to be very, very useful for us for feeding our cows. We have nowhere near that much of everything else. So, and look how quickly, because this is a small amount, it's compacting it really, really quickly too, which is very good news. I want to try and keep it all inside though, so we don't want to go right up to the end, but a nice, smooth setup should mean that in no time we've got ourselves some silage that we can play with. It is coming a little bit out of that end. Wait. 82%. 84%. It is jumping up. It's got really smooth in the middle here. But this is why I love these rollers. They make such short work of this, and it's only cost us 300 to do it. There we go. Silage is compacted, so we'll fold those up. And we'll jump out, head over, and we should be able now to blanket the silo. So, blanket. There we go. So that is fermented. That will take a little while to do that. We can now return this. So into the garage, leased items. Return that. That is all done. Great little £300 that was. Did the job. And yeah, so let's go get this tractor away. And what we'll do is go and grab our other tractor. I think this is... I'm just trying to think. I think if we look in our garage, this has 136. That has 100. Actually, we probably want to plow with this. I don't know how much our plow actually takes. 85. Okay, we're going to go and plow with the other tractor because we're pretty good with this. But this is our biggest tractor on the farm, which is yeah, quite something. So let's do this. We are not attached. Start this up. And the area that I want to look at is the area immediately above our farm up here. So we'll go and have a look at land. Our land in a minute. Bring this here. Attach it. Perfect. Let's go back to our other tractor. Just turn that off. Head into this one. And head up above our farm. Let's see if we can put this new plow to the work. to work. I really quite like this musical plow. I think we're going to end up seeing this on 6 Ashes at some point, because it is just a great little plow. Not quite as wide as the massive one we have on there, but still pretty wide. Right, so where is our land? Let's have a look at that, shall we? So here we go. So we own land slightly above our farm here. So if I switch over to this, you can see we are well within our farmland up here. We want to see if we can just create a big, nice, long field around this top bit. And if we go back and we switch our fruit types like so, we should be able to see, yeah, we can see exactly where our land is defined on here. So we're going to plow this area here, make it into an arable area. Should work pretty well for us. We're also able, without create fields on, we can tell where the edge of this is. In fact, it's pretty well defined all ground. So there we go. Wow. Difficult to see it, but I can take a good guess based on the amount of edge. Where is our field? There's our field. So let's find this edge here. We can find this edge here and maybe just define the edge of the field first. That would be a great way to go. There we are. That. Until we run out of edge. Lift up. Turn our plough. Now be able to see where we are, and we can still keep it realistic in our ploughing doing it this way. Just means that we get to go across this field. Yeah, big field, little plough. Might take us a little bit of time to get this job done. We've been at it a little while now with this little plough, and I really do love it. It's one of those things that is going to take a long time with this piece of kit. But what it is just a real joy to use. It's a cracking little plough. And I like it very, very much. I'm actually feeling very relaxed doing ploughing these days, and quite enjoy it as a job in-game. And you can see we're making progress, we're just not making it very fast. Which is not surprising, is this I think this is like a 1.2 meter plough or something similar. So yeah, we are just not moving or not progressing too fast, and this is a big field. So what we're going to do, I think, is just crack on with this for a bit more. I think I might put the hired worker on it in a bit. We need to head back to our farm though and get the cows fed, because I have a feeling that we haven't actually given them any food yet. That view with that is just incredible. And we've got plenty of space here, and I'm running the plough actually right up to the edge so that we can find out exactly where the edge of our field is here, and make sure that we're okay with that. I have managed to accidentally turn on allow create fields at one point, and you can see it's right by that boulder there. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about that, whether I get the roller out and try and fix that later. But in general, this is just working nicely. So let's get the up here, hire a worker. So that's that there. That can go there, and we're gonna switch back over to this tractor here and get our stuff on. So pull her forward, pull it forward, connect this up, and we're going to want our bale spike on here. So connect it. And make sure that we got the front loader set up, selected. Connect that as well. Back her out. And yeah, just trying to get a feel for the controls that I need at the moment. Yeah, it does give me good information in this bit. Right, we need to find our weight. Where did we leave that? I think we left it over this way, didn't we? We took it off near the back of that. No, we didn't. We must have taken it off over this way then. Or not at all, actually. Looking at it. So let's switch over to that. Looking for the weight, and it's attached to the front of my tractor. Let's switch over, drop it off, and then what we do is just spin around and get that onto here. Like so. There we go. We're going to go back into the cab for this next bit so that we can... I think going into cab when I'm using the controls is a good way to go. Let's see what our situation is overall though. With our animals. Yeah, lots of weeds everywhere at the moment. And you can see, as I suspected, our field is needing lime now. But the cows have just a little bit of hay and silage. So we're going to go and feed them. How are they doing as far as generating milk goes? We've got 416 litres of milk. Not bad for our first day. So let's head into here and we're going to grab a couple of bales of this. Because we can get into here and get them up. Right, and back it off. There we go. So a couple of bales of these should go into their feed and work for them. And we even have a little bit of silage on there as well. Have a look. Oh, wow, they could still take a little bit more hay. I don't want to give them too much though, because if we deplete our hay supplies too much, we're going to have trouble. So what I am going to do, well, no, I'm going to wait until we've got it, but until our silage is fermented, and then that is when we will pick up a feed mixer. What I do need to do is, you can see in here, this. Now that we've got good controls, this is, yeah, this needs repositioning in here. So, there we go. Now, do we need to give them more straw as well? Note they are good for straw, cleanliness, water, all good. What I might do is we've got a little bit of grass hanging around the bottom of that. So let's just clear this up and we can let that go there. So drop this off the front. Right, and we're going to drop off the front here. Ooh. Getting used to, I think I need to turn off stop-go braking because it is driving me a little bit nuts right now. Let's see if we can do that in the options. It's because, where are we? Stop-go braking, there we go. Let's turn that off. Because what I want to do with the pedals is I keep trying to brake and end up going backwards. So turning that off means now I should be in a position where that is all sorted. Disconnect that. Burst out. You see that then stops. I have to take my foot off and go again. And that is going to stop me doing movements that I don't want to do. Right, perfect. We should have a little bit of grass that we can pick up from here. Just clean up around the front of our There we are. Down we go. Will it give me some grass? No. By the looks of things. That is not going to clean up. Which is a bit weird, considering it's sticking out the front. It isn't part of what's fermenting. But it won't let me clean it up. At all. Nope. Okay, fine. Let's bring this round here. And there we go. Yep. And that puts us a little bit of silage in. So, there we are. All done. Good. So that is all cleaned up. We're going to leave our plough going at this for a little while. But I'm going to park my tractor up. For now, I think that's a good end to our first day here on Erlengrat. And yeah, I'm happy. Let's stop that. So, jump out. And we're all good. So I'm going to leave this here, which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.